So I started out just building a website, thinking that maybe, you know, online courses would be good, like management programs and parental controls and that. Then I realized I wanted more information, so I decided to write the book, which was a huge undertaking because I had 3 little kids and I was teaching and I was doing clinical practice, but I am a little bit of a researcher at heart, so it ended up being really fun. It, you know, took about a year to write, every spare moment I had. And I loved it because I was learning so much from my family and my clients, not just the book. So I did that for about a year, and then I tried to decide whether to get an agent and publish it, but that takes a year, and with tech, you need to get it out right now, so I self-published. And that was really when GKIS took off. Pt.II invited me to be their global ambassador. Pt.II was the first and biggest monitoring system out, and the founder was a little dismayed because some of the parents were putting it on their kids' phones without telling the parent or without telling the kids. And I said, I don't think it's right to sneak and lie and then get mad at your kids for sneaking and lying. I think the kids need to know that you're monitoring their screens. And the founder agreed, so he said, can you come on board? So I became their global ambassador. Okay, so I'd written the book. I got the website that I built myself because I didn't want to spend all that money for somebody else to do the website. And then the kids at that point, so, you know, they were preteen. So they were like, oh, Mom, like, are you going to be crazy? You know, are you going to start locking us down? Like, do you really have to do that? And, you know, I promised him. I was like, I'm still a mom first. Like, don't worry about it. I'm just going to know more. It'll still be negotiative. We'll still talk about it. I'm not going to be crazy. And they weren't on board at first. They were thinking, this is embarrassing. My mom's embarrassing, you know, like kids do. But honestly, I didn't want my kids to be another statistic. It was scary at that point. You know, there were no parental controls, were barely out. People didn't know anything yet. You know, Instagram and Snapchat was starting. And I knew the stories because I was treating the families that were too embarrassed to talk about it. So I did it. And then Facebook contacted me because they just did their video conferencing for Messenger Kids for little kids. And so I went to Menlo Park and I spoke to Facebook and they invited me to be on their youth advisory team. And that's when my kids were like, oh, now I'm impressed. Like if you're talking to Facebook, that's a good thing. So they kind of got on board then, although they still think I'm a nerd. They realized now that they're teenagers that I wasn't crazy about it. You know, it got easier. So the most exciting thing right now for Get Kids Internet Safe is our app. Because parents tell me, like, we love the courses, the book, but consistency is really hard for us. And we don't have a lot of time. So the app is cool because it's, you know, a 5-minute video for the parents to watch a week. It's a 5-minute family video that you can put up on your TV, and it kind of sets the family up for a cool discussion. Because my biggest thing is that strong parent-child alliance. That's what's important. It's that connection. Because you want your kid to go to you when they get into trouble. You want your kid to come to you when they fail or they're embarrassed or they're scared. And if you just take their screens away and lecture them all the time, they won't do it. So it's all about connection, ultimately.